let's look at how to swap libraries in Figma and see how it affects our assets, our styles, and our variables. As usual, there is a link in my description to sign up for a free Figma account, and there's also a link to upgrade yourself to a professional account. Let's jump in. So in my file, I have these two screens right now, and when we look at them a bit deeper, they are connected to all sorts of components. So this button is an instance, this is an instance of a component, this one is an instance, this one's an instance. I'm also using some colors that don't originate in this file. So for example, if I look at this color, it's a style that's called primary, but if I click on my canvas, I can see that I don't have any local styles in this file. That means that I'm using assets and styles that were created in a different file, published, and then I'm using them in this file. We can also tell that if I go into the assets panel, you can see here that there is a library that's connected to this file and it's called library 1. And I can see all of these components in there. If we go back to the colors again, so if I select, let's say this black, you see that it's connected to a style called label. That label is from library 1 again. And if I click on it, I can't edit it in here because it's not where it originates. We can also see that this heart, for example, it's not connected to a style, but it's connected to a variable color. We can tell the difference because you see over here, the color is represented in a square and not in a circle. And also the name of it kind of has like a rectangle behind it. So you see how that one looks, and then look how that one looks, yeah? And this color variable is also coming from my library. So let's have a look at our library for a second. We've got a separate file that's called library 1, and this one's kind of like my design system or my component library, okay? So I've built some components over here. You can see that they all have those 4 diamonds, so they are the main component. And there's also local styles. And if I go into local variables, I have 2 variables. I have a font variable, which sets the font family, and I also have a color variable. So we've already seen this color variable in action in our other file where we used all of these assets. So in these components, I don't actually use it, but I do use it in the file. And then if I look, for example, at this book now button, you can see that I've used that string variable to assign which font family I'm using. This is pretty new in Figma. I have a video where I go through it in a lot of detail if you want. Up till now, nothing should be new, right? We're familiar with this. This is basic like assets or stuff like that. We might not have used this loads, but we should be familiar of how these things work. But what happens if, let's say I have 2 different brands or 2 different use cases for this design. And in one of them, actually, I have these sorts of colors, and these buttons that in library 1 were circular, in this one, they're actually square. And I'm actually using a different font, a different size for the button. I have less icons in my nav bar. So it's very similar to library 1, but library 2 just has different colors and a few differences as well in our local variables. So you see now heart in here is purple, font is short stack. So let's see what happens if we want to swap these libraries. So in order to swap a library, you go into the assets panel, then you click on the little book to go into your libraries. Then you need to select the library that's already added or kind of applied, and this is the one that you want to swap. So once you're in it, you can click on swap libraries. What it will do, it will kind of list out everything that it's finding in this library. So it's listing out the styles and the components that you've used. If there's more components that you haven't used, it's not going to mention them because there's not really going to be a swap happening. I also want you to notice that it's not listing out the variables. And we're going to go through this in more detail in a sec. So I'm going to choose the library that I want, which is library 2. And if I click on it, you will see already that it's matching them up. Now, the one thing is they have to have the same name. So in both of my libraries, I had something called label. I had something called primary, secondary, but you see this one is white and I don't have anything called white in this library. We're going to fix that in a sec. But you can see that it's matching up everything else. And if I want, I can just untick the box and say, you know what, this one I don't want you to swap. Okay. So before we swap, let's fix this. So I'm going to go into library 1. And instead of white, I'm going to change the name. What's the name that I have here? In library 2, it's called background. So I'm going to change it also to background. Then I'm just going to publish it. and go back into my original file and make sure that I've made the update. Okay, so a lot of times when you swap libraries, you'll have to make 1 or 2 changes. There might be a spelling mistake, or there might be something missing that you really want. So it's good to just have a look through that list, even if it's super long, and just make sure that you're not going to be missing out on anything once you make the swap. So now I'm happy, going back into libraries, clicking on the library I want to swap. I already remember which one I want, and you can see now it's matching background and background. Great. Now I'll click on that and voila. It's so cool, isn't it? So straight away, it's really quickly just updated everything it needed to update, right? So the components changed really sleekly, right? So the component now is attached to the back button in library number 2 rather than library number 1. All the colors changed. So even like these labels that were just connected to the style label that was black now changed into this dark green. The button changed. These are the secondary one. But some things didn't change, right? So like we saw in that long list, variables are not included in this swap. So what we need to do is we need to kind of go in and do that manually. Now with something like colors, we have selection colors which make it a bit easier. So for example, I could just Command A and look at the selection colors for my entire file. And then over here, I can see it's still using heart from library 1, but I want it to use heart from library 2. So I just need to go and manually select that. Now in our case, we just had 1, so that's easy. But if you have a whole big file, it's a bit of a pain, but there's no swapping right now for variables as of May 2024. But as you know, Figma loves to make updates, so hopefully maybe by the time you're watching this video, it is available. Now the second thing that didn't swap is that font family. And with this one, it's even trickier because we don't have that like selection colors trick. So we do need to do it a bit more manually. So if I select this text box, I can see it's not even connected to anything anymore. We just need to kind of do it again. This one did change, right? So in library 1, this book now was connected to its font variable, and this one was connected to its font variable. They changed because it was in the component in the base file where it originated from. These didn't change because they were using that variable that was from that original design file. I know it's a bit tricky, but I hope it makes sense. But I can still do what I did before. So if I select one of these, Command and backslash, select all with same font, and then just assign them to font library 2. So yeah, so it can be a bit bitty if you're using variables, but if you're using just styles and components, it is so quick to swap. And if I change my mind, I can just switch it back, yeah? So let's do that again. Go into assets, into the library. Now you'll see that both of them are kind of there because I've sort of, when you swap, you add it, but you don't remove the previous one, which I also think is good because you may just still need it. So I'll click on library 2 and swap it with library 1. You will find all the matching ones, swap it, and then all of the designs will swap. We just need to go back and tweak the variables, but everything else changed automatically. And that's that, short and quick today. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know in the comments what other videos you'd like to see. Have you ever used this before? Do you have any good tricks of how to swap those variables in a painless way? Maybe there's a plugin out there. There must be a plugin out there. So let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you at the next one.